Oh! What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the office. Today, my brother-in-law Joey is going to be possibly closing on a seller. So I have the seller's phone number. What we're going to do right now is we're going to run the comps on the property so we can take a look at what we think the house is valued at. This is actually a pretty decent deal. It's in Kirby, so come on around here so we can take a look at this thing together. So Joey, let them know what you're doing, Brad.
I'm just looking at what's in the area, what's similar to what I got. This is basically what I got here to work with.
What are some of the things that you do when you're doing this?
Look for other single-story houses. Obviously, I can't use a two-story. Look at the garage. I see it's like a one car.
So guys, we're looking at what the basic build of the house is because we're wanting similarities. And so Kirby's a real small area. Our house is literally just like outside of this little neighborhood that's there, but we think that the value of this property is like close to maybe 150, 157. Yeah. And so we're looking at the two comps that we have available to us. Did you set recommended defaults?
Yeah.
And so guys, we are using Propelio to run comps on this property. We can use PropStream or Propelio to do so. But if you can see this house, man, I mean, look at this one. It's a 2-1. What did it sell for?
155.
155. And they didn't do jack shit to this property. So I'm going to assume that looks like an as-is comp. We may even be able to sell it for that. And so this person that we're about to get on the phone with, we talked to them. They're super awesome. They're saying that they're wanting to sell the property. We're going to see if there's something that we can do with this, all right? So I'm going to guess, what do you think ARV is, Joey?
I'd say like 150.
Okay, so we're going to run it as 150. Let's go ahead and give this person a call real fast. Here, I have their contact information. The person's name is Cora.
Cora, I was going to use, this is called Pito.
This is it right here. I'm pretty sure that's their parents.
Okay, so Cora is what I'm calling?
Yeah.
Always somewhere high, always somewhere in the sky, always fine, yeah. You see the leaves fall off, you thought the family tree would die, but these roots run deep below ground zero, that's the vibes. This never dies. No one knows how this all started, they just see us flex online. You play chess, we built the chessboard, every move you make is mine, and I know it's hard to hear.
Hello, is this Cora?
Yes.
Hello, Cora. My name's Joey. How you doing today?
Roger referred us.
I'm good. Thank you.
That's good. That's good. A man named Roger has gave me your number here on my desk to give you a call about a property on Deer Grove Drive.
Yes.
Yes. I was just calling to leave an offer on it.
Tell me what the situation is.
Are you gonna give me an offer without seeing the house?
Well, I would like a little insight on the property, but fill me in on the situation y'all are going through right now.
Well, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do with the house right now because we run into problem with the Medicaid. So
okay.
I'm just waiting on the Medicaid decision.
Well, we could help with that.
If we decided to keep the house, then I'm not going to be able to sell the house.
No, we can help with that.
Well, no, that's something we can help with.
Something we can help about what? The Medicaid?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
How?
Well, we just have to get in touch with them to see what the situation is and what they're wanting.
Well, we just have to get in touch with y'all to see what the situation is and see what they're wanting, and we can probably get our 2 cents in to give y'all some good help.
No, I'm already turning the paperwork for the Medicaid, and the Medicaid, it's asking for payment recovery for my mother. And the house is really, they're asking for $110,000.
Okay. 110.
And I'm fighting with that right now, so hopefully I don't have to pay for it, they don't have to keep my mom's house because they're gonna put a lien on it.
I'm gonna get my supervisor.
Okay, I'm gonna give my partner the phone here. He wants to give you a little talk for a bit.
That was a good introduction. Hey Cora, how are you doing? This is Quentin.
Yes, sir.
It's good. I'm so sorry to hear that you're going through all of this. First and foremost, I've actually gone through these situations with Medicaid before, and just so that you know, Medicaid, they aren't real estate investors, so they're not going to want to buy the house, nor do they want to take possession of the house. What their concern is being compensated. Now, is that Medicaid debt in your name or is it in someone else's name?
It's my mother's name.
Gotcha. Now, has Medicaid physically put a lien against this house?
Yes, because my mom owed $110,000.
Here, let me go ahead and look at that and confirm it for you while I'm on the phone. Do you mind if I do that?
Yeah.
Because I know that because what they're telling you.
I'm already taking care of that for 3 months. So this is what they wanted because my mom stayed in a nursing home. So therefore, they want the money that they have put in a nursing home.
I see.
And this is the house is the property of my mom and dad.
And Medicaid's already aware that your mother and your father had passed?
Yeah, they both passed away.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm looking here on the county clerk, the court records here, where they show me all documentation that's recorded in regards to this property. And all I see is a loan that was taken out on this house in 1991. And it looks like that was even paid off.
1991, what is that mean?
Well, this is a loan that whoever bought the property had pulled to buy that house. So,
1991?
yeah. And
what loan is that?
let me see. It's a special warranty deed with a vendor's lien. $23,000 spent to buy this house to a Jesse Billingsley and a Barbara A. Billingsley.
I don't know who they are.
Gotcha. Then they must have owned it prior to your parents buying this house. So then your parents probably owned this house outright. Am I correct?
I bought the house from my mom and dad.
Oh, you bought the house. Okay, I understand. I see. Okay. So I don't see anything else other than that from 1991 from the previous owners that is reflecting a lien against this house.
Well, yeah, there's no lien yet, but the Medicaid recovery payment, which is a Texas law, that if someone goes to nursing home, they stayed in a nursing home and they have a property, they usually go after the property to get their payment back.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still reviewing my paperwork because I'm fighting it.
I see. Well, I have a boatload of attorneys that can assist with this situation. And I think that the $110,000 is pretty extensive. If anything, we can get on the phone with them and negotiate that amount lower so that you can still walk away with something in this house. Because it's something that I've done before, If we can get them to accept $80,000 or $70,000, I could put $20,000 to $30,000 in your pocket. And that's something that's totally in our power to do. So, I don't think that you should just give the house to them. I think there's still something that we should try to do. And the only way that I could help you is if we came to an agreement of sorts that I could buy this house. Right now, where I'm at, I'd probably be offering, this is me looking at it blind. And because of COVID, I buy them like this. So I obviously would like to see the house. I don't have to see it right now, but I'm confident in the number that I'm giving you. I'd be at around $91,000 cash to buy this house. And I could close in less than 2 weeks. Now, I definitely can get resources that I have involved to see if we can mitigate that Medicaid situation. And I'm telling you, we can even assist them with getting a rehab bid stating that you're only making this amount of money on the house and that, you have obligations as well, like bills that you have to pay, court costs, maybe funeral expenses, etc., that we can use that to drop the amount of money that they'll accept if we negotiate it properly.
Well, actually, the paperwork is already in the process. I have, I think, in my opinion, I think they're gonna let me keep the house. So I think I'm just gonna wait until they're just waiting for one. They waited for one document, which is already turned it in about 3 weeks ago. And that's the only document that they're waiting for. And because what it is, I already read the paperwork for the Medicaid before I put my mom in a nursing home. As long as we have a person who has disability that reside in the house, they can't take the house away.
Yes.
So that's the only um, the only thing that is holding them for taking the house away from me. So, you know, I had turned in the paperwork for my sister, and she's disabled, and she used to live there, and so I turned that in. So I'm waiting for them to say, okay, you know, we're not gonna keep the house, you know. So
Gotcha.
I'm still waiting on that. So if anything comes up, I'll let you know, you know. But
Of course.
as for now, I think I'm just gonna wait until what they said, because that's the only. They told me, you know, as long as there's somebody there that used to live there or they reside there before, has a disability, which is a siblings or daughter or son, and then they're not gonna be able to take the house away.
I see.
Yeah.
Now, there are a few loopholes around this. When somebody passes away and you're gifted a property, typically what that's called is a step up in basis. A step up in basis is literally law, where essentially you aren't obligated to the taxes on the property when you inherit the property. And so, I mean, did you inherit it or did you buy it from your parents prior to putting them in a nursing home?
Oh, I bought this long time ago from my mom's.
I see. So it's in your name.
I think it's back in I'm not sure, 92 or 93. And then they lived there. My mom died only last year. My dad passed away in 2017.
Mm.
So, but my dad had a will. And so, you know, on that will, it says, you know, if they pass away, then we're supposed to divide, you know, sell the house and divide it to all my siblings. Even though I know it's my money that I bought it, you know, for them.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm just gonna honor what my dad said. But
I understand.
right now, I'm just waiting on that, you know.
Okay.
Actually, the house was under contract since September, or no, since July. No, I think it was like June, July, something like that.
Someone was trying to buy it?
I pulled it out last week.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear about all that.
Because I'm not, you know, because I was running through a lot of problems because the house was abandoned with my brothers and sister who used to live there, and then they left, and then I never lived there. So what I did when I came back there last week, just to check on the house, and we already have citation in the front, you know, for City of Kirby to cut the grass and clean up the backyard and clean up the. They just made a mess.
Oh man,
I'm stuck with it.
Well, look, I'd love to help. If when you get the paperwork, you want to consider working with us, I'm sure that there's something that I can do. This is not far-fetched. It's actually something that I've done for other clients in the past. And even if Medicaid is involved, I'd at least love the opportunity to see how I can assist you. And you know, I don't know how those other guys didn't buy the house, but
you know, and that would be great, you know. But I'm telling you now, there's a lot of things need to be done in that house.
I'm aware, and I'm all right with that. It's what I do. I just want to help.
Like I said, you know, I let, you know, my mom and dad let my siblings to live there. And I even remodeled the house for my mom and dad in 2006. I had put in like 15, 20 grand there to make them happy. But, you know, unfortunately, the people that live there didn't really take care of it until my mom passed away last year. You know, they dumped everything on me. So.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Cora. Look, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Hey, that's what I'm here for.
For me, because you know, I tried the best I can to make my parents happy.
You sound like you did a phenomenal job. No regrets in what you did. If I was your parents and you did that for me, man, I love my son. I'd cry. Hey, you know what? I think everything happens for a reason. I think people happen to meet each other for a reason. And if even there's anything that I can do to assist you guys with the situation, I'm very knowledgeable in this stuff. I've been doing this for 8 years. I'd love the opportunity to at least help you and see if there's something that I can do or point you at some resources that I have available, like my attorneys.
Okay.
But just keep me in mind, Cora, and call me if anything happens. And before you make a final decision on the property, all I ask is that you at least give me a call so that way I can see if there's anything that I can do. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great. This is my phone number. Maybe you can text me
Yeah,
your information and stuff and save it. And,
of course.
you know, the reason I pulled it out of contract because my older sister telling me, you know, she wants to go ahead and fix it, this and that. And then I said, well, where are you going to get the money? You know, and I don't have the money to do it. You know, back then I put all my money into my mom's house. You know, it was for a little settlement that I got from my accident. And I put everything in there. And I told her, you know, I'm not going to be able to do any fixing or anything like that. You know, I work 9 to 5, you know, and so they're the one who used to live there, and
I see.
like I said, I don't have the funds to do it.
I got you.
So,
Well, I mean, you would. Luckily, with me, you wouldn't have to fix anything up at all.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and just text me.
Okay.
Your info, and I'll save it, and then we'll talk from there.
I appreciate your call, Cora. And again, my heart's out to you and your family. I'm here. Just before you make a final decision, give me a call, and I'll send you my information now, okay?
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you. Bye.
All right. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye.
That's the first time anybody's ever told me God bless you back. Right? I feel like that never happens.
Yeah.
That was good, Joey. It was good. You treated it like a cold call, but it was still good. I give you props. But other than that, guys, did everybody get value from that conversation on how I handled it? No matter what objection that's thrown at you, all you got to do is make sure that you are reiterating back to the sole reason that you're having that conversation in the first place. They have something that they're going through. It's my job as somebody in the acquisition to get into that reason of why they're wanting to do business with us. You kind of went in without any loot. You were like, I'm here to make you an offer. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You got to be able to marinate the situation. We knew what she was going through. You got to pivot off of that. So whenever I get on the phone with someone, I'm like, hey, how you doing? My name's Quentin. Look, I heard about what happened. My buddy Roger actually informed me on the situation.
Right.
First of all, my condolences. Now, could you tell me a little bit more about the situation before moving into the offer? That way you can literally like mitigate the idea of them just wanting a specific amount, or they may even not be interested in selling at all, right? But might as well build the rapport and establish the relationship. Either way, I identified ourselves as a resource, and that's the best that we can do. And so I'm going to go ahead and text this person, probably put them on a follow-up text for like every couple of weeks, and we're going to see if that goes anywhere. So I hope you guys got value from the video. Thank you, Joey, for being involved. See you guys on the next one. Let's get it.
I want the check. Check. Ooh. I want the check.